Good morning. After several days of turbulence, we are in for a gap-up start this Monday morning as the European Union and IMF have agreed for an emergency funding facility in loan guarantees and credits to stabilize the Eurozone. The ECB will buy government bonds in the secondary market to calm the jittery credit markets. The Fed will reopen dollar swap program and the Bank of Japan has offered $21.6 billion in liquidity. Asian markets are mostly positive. The US stock futures and euro jumped on Eurozone package news. Markets in Europe are also likely to open higher on the news of deal among European nations to help stabilize the troubled economies. Needless to say, the bourses in India will start on a stronger footing. Shares in Nifty 50 will also be affected by the proposed changes in free float of its constituents. Reliance and ADAG group shares will remain in focus following the Supreme Court verdict. The latest IIP data will be out on Wednesday and is expected to be robust. Monthly inflation figures will be announced later this week. Monsoons will be a key variable over the next few weeks and months. Volatility will prevail in the near term as investors gauge the impact of the unprecedented efforts to stem the European debt crisis. Apart from Europe, one should keep a close eye on developments in key economies such as the US and China. On the domestic front, the immediate worries persist on high inflation and its possible fallout on the monetary policy. And despite the recent decline, valuations too are looking a bit stretched. Fund flows, especially from the overseas investors, will of course have a bearing on the overall sentiments. The value of the auction for 3G spectrum moves up to Rs 129 billion. Foreign exchange reserves were up $157 million to $278 billion for the week ended 30th April. The government may soon ask companies with less than 50% foreign equity to seek approval of the FIPB to make any downstream investments. Supreme Court directs Reliance Industries to initiate renegotiation with RNRL within 6 weeks on the term of the gas supply agreement so that their interests are safeguarded. Private telecom companies ask the government not to give any concessions to BSNL and MTNL regarding payments for third-generation airwaves. JSW Steel reported that its crude steel production has increased by 20% to 560,000 tons in April. Moving on the recommendations, the derivative calls are long Maruti May future at Rs 1,275 for a target price of Rs 1,320 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 1,255. And long Reliance Media May future at Rs 187.70 for a target price of Rs 200 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 183.50. The technical calls are a buy on IOC. Traders are recommended to buy the stock at levels of Rs 309 for a target price of Rs 325 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 300. And a buy on Indian Hotels at Rs 108 to Rs 106 for a target price of Rs 114 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 103. Thank you and have a great day ahead.